Hey guys, welcome back to a massive, highly anticipated edition of The Circle. The grid has officially exploded because the Big Brother season 10/10 reunion is finally underway and the contestants did not come to play with the wardrobe data. Listen, the reunion stage is a psychological battlefield. If your garment isn't actively radiating pure dominance, posture and growth, you are officially just background noise. We are looking at cultural disruption, avant-garde silhouettes, and pure executive statements tonight. Let's hit the headlines. Sultana Farida Addison shakes the matrix, proving a true style statement cannot fit in one post. Fashion disruptor Dede Ashogu commands the grid in an immaculate high-end masterclass. K Bron6 shuts down the board, delivering a deeply regal, data-verified blueprint. Style icon Mide Iwashokun sells unapologetic confidence and premium edge to the timeline. Queen officially stands in a spellbinding, historically rooted Yoruba cultural architecture. Reality TV star Thelma captures the ultimate spotlight, blending high-end glamour with viral posture. Top male fashion force claims his throne in a sharp, tailored Just Shakara silhouette. Actor Jason J shocks the layout, delivering pure sophistication and an edge of drama. Menson steps onto the reunion stage to solidify a powerful, kingly cultural legacy. Sabrina Idupaye drops a masterpiece custom feathered gown by Aso Nigeria, featuring Swarovski crystals. Now let's stop stalling and slide straight into this runway. We have to start with Sabrina Idupaye because her reunion glam is a literal masterpiece of personal evolution. Trading the familiar four feathers and partnering with Aso Nigeria for completely new silhouette covered in Swarovski crystals. This is how you tell a story through couture. Honey, she didn't just walk into that set. She announced to the world that growth deserves its own silhouette. She let us know that she feels exactly how she looks: elevated, blessed, and premium. But talking about people who understand how to weave high IQ cultural storytelling into fashion, look at Queen Official with the Iwaju of One Ifa piece. I am completely obsessed. The deep historical roots and traditional Yoruba architecture packed into that outfit. It is pure intentional art. It completely commands the board, just like Manson stepping onto the stage to solidify a kingly legacy. He came with grace, stood with strength, and left with an absolute blueprint. Absolute luxury, guys. But the reunion board did not stop there this week. Look at Jason J giving us culture, class, and just a little bit of wahala, styled by Dave Mando. It's got that perfect edge of drama and keeps everyone talking. It really does. Meanwhile, the gorgeous Thelma is out here casually trending on the timeline, blending high-end glamour with viral posture. She knows the cameras are tracking her every move and she's giving them exactly what they came to see. She sells confidence effortlessly. Now, talking about absolute executive presence on the male fashion grid, look at the statement silhouette from Just Shakara. When you drop an I'm Him manifesto with tailoring, that's sharp. You are officially claiming your throne. It completely clears the room. And speaking of clearing the board, Mide Iwashokun dropped a shall we invitation to the timeline that sells pure unapologetic edge. It is a complete checkout. Now, if you want a data-verified blueprint for regal energy, K Bron6 shot the entire layout in pure royalty. No note, just absolute posture. Perfection. Plus, we have Dede Ashogu commanding the grid in an immaculate high-end masterclass that completely reimagines elegance for the modern space. Finally, bringing it home with pure presence, Sultana Farida Addison. She reminded the entire matrix that a true style masterpiece cannot be contained in a single post. You have to slide through the carousel to fully absorb the greatness. 10 entries, 10 distinct statements. Next up, the scales are calibrated and the judgment is ready. It is time for Spotted. And in our spotted headlines, style architect King Xerxes redefines loud luxury with a masterclass in a muted high-end sophistication. Henry Couture Paris shuts down the season with an immaculate gem-toned luxury silhouette. And lifestyle curator Tracy Ekwe shakes the matrix in a fierce, intentional two-tone color manifesto. Let's kick off with King Zox because he just dropped a visual layout on the timeline that completely redefines how we look at presence. He captioned it simply, "Drip on silence." See, that is exactly what I mean by high IQ execution. When your tailoring is that sharp and your posture is entirely locked in, you don't need a loud rollout. The garment does all the heavy lifting for you. It's a 10 out of 10 blueprint. But speaking of premium tailoring houses actively shaping the culture right now, look at Henry Couture Paris. Oh, they completely understood the assignment for the season. They shared a stunning archival look for the Prom 26 rollout, dripping in deep, rich sapphire blues and diamond level clarity. It is the absolute definition of stepping into a new chapter with maximum style authority. Honey, a custom Henry Couture silhouette is a certified data-verified flex. If you are marking your major milestones in custom luxury, you are officially just wasting fabric. But while the tailoring houses are setting the standard, Tracy Ekwe decided to give us a literal masterclass in color theory. And I am completely obsessed with this layout. Trust me, I am. Tracy stepped onto the grid and broke down the entire philosophy behind her look. Black for power, green for growth. It is intentional, it is clean, and the contrast completely anchors her presence. A total executive checkout. From King Zox commanding the silence to Henry Couture shutting down the prom layout and Tracy Ekwe delivering pure symbolic power, the message this week is clear. Stay intentional, keep your execution flawless, or stay in the car. The radar has officially spoken. Next up, the thermometer is fully dialed in. It is time for Drip Check. All right, the reunion runway is hot. The lifestyle radar is tracking perfectly and the microphones are completely live. It is time to see who brought absolute high IQ creative fire to the grid and who just froze the timeline solid. Let's start with my undisputed clear-cut hot of the week. Pull up Sabrina Idupaye's Evolution silhouette. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is how you make an entrance. Trading the familiar for feathers and partnering with ASO Nigeria for a completely new silhouette draped in Swarovski crystals. This isn't just fashion, it is high-level storytelling. She completely communicated her personal growth through couture, looking elevated, blessed, and premium. A definitive, data-verified, hot, unapologetic structural dominance. But let's see how the board reacts when we pivot to the cultural grid. Bring up Queen's official Iwaju Opmo Ifa piece. Oh, hold on a minute. I know exactly what the critics are going to say. Look at her. The historical reverence is brilliant and the cultural architecture is incredibly heavy. But on a reunion stage where everyone is trying to maximize their visual data, the execution just felt a bit too literal, landing it right in the mid. Listen, no. Queen looks phenomenal, okay? Packing deep traditional Yoruba heritage and historical Opmo Ifa architecture into a red carpet design, it is intentional, deep art, and I am standing up for it. I am sorry, but fine. If the critics are pushing Koyi into the middle of this competitive layout, who is taking the absolute frostbite tonight? The final verdict is completely frozen solid. Bring up the quote of the week, Kim Kardashian's Monaco night layout. Look, I know it's Kim K and she's commanding the French Riviera in Mediterranean luxury, but honestly, it just feels completely recycled. There's no real evolution, no unexpected edge. It completely stalls on the grid. Compared to the raw energy we are seeing from the local board, it is a total freeze. Ice cold. Honey, if your high-end getaway looks like it's a repeated archive instead of a fresh blueprint, please stay in the car. Next up, our movie of the day. Do stay tuned. To bring this massive edition of The Circle to a close, we are dissecting a high-stakes, maximum velocity crime phenomenon that has completely broken the streaming matrix this week. Sitting heavily in the global top 10 layout, our movie of the day is Netflix's relentless cat-and-mouse thriller series, Nemesis, and there is about to be top tier. The series follows an absolute obsessive high IQ clash between two completely unstoppable forces in Los Angeles. Our stars as Coltrane Wilder, a a brilliant master thief and career criminal. The structural tension in this script is masterclass is how it perfectly balances high-octane heist elements with deep, complex family dynamics. Anchor the emotional stakes of this chase. Honey, the execution is flawless. From the opening episodes directed by the legendary Mario Van Peebles, you are officially idling in the slow lane. It's an absolute edge of your seat masterful ride. And that brings a complete close to this edition of the 360 Daily Blast. Let us know your thoughts on the timeline. Keep your strategy sharp and your execution completely premium. Stay refined. I'm your host, as always, Adeze Aduaka, and just like that, the vibes have been curated. Don't get left behind. Follow the movement across all social media platforms at This Is Spice TV Africa, where we're dropping the daily highlights in fashion, music, and everything currently moving the needle in the culture. Catch us in the comments and let us know who got chopped and who is still hot. Stay risky, stay expensive, stay fabulous, and always keep it stylish. Bye-bye. Peace.